So my song, Rob, because
Yes. So yes, my choice for you, sir. One of my favourite bands of all time, Deftones, released their latest single, Genesis, from their upcoming album, OMS, which is due to release on the 26th, I believe. Need to get this information up. But yeah, essentially, they released OMS, right? And I thought it was okay. You know, it kind of took me a while to grow on me. Whereas this song was a lot more instantaneous with its impact. You know,
okay, that sounds exciting
how
to me already.
familiar are you with like Deftones, that kind of
Um, songs like "Hole in the" no, is "Hole in the Wall" one of the
hole, hole,
songs?
hole, hole in the earth?
"Hole in the Earth." Sorry, yeah. Well, I guess that sums it up for
And
my
there's hole
knowledge
in
of
the earth and
Deftones.
beware the water.
I've
So
just
you probably get those two mixed up. They're from the same album, Saturday Night Wrist, which there is a bit of elements of that album in this tune.
yeah,
They've gone for the ethereal kind of. The track that stands out the most that this reminds me of is Rosemary from Koi no Yokan,
right,
which is one of probably my favorite Deftones songs. So that helps.
yeah.
But yeah, just they released a music video with this, directed by Sebastian Kirchhoff. Sebastian Kirchhoff,
Mm.
and a special live performance direction from Clement Therese, flashing, distorted, monochromatic view of the band playing it. It was shared on Friday, and comes just 4 weeks after they announced their forthcoming album with the release of title track OMS. And I'm very much looking. I've already pre-ordered this album. It's going to be produced by Terry Date.
That already screams funkiness to me.
Yeah, Terry Date produced White Pony and Around the Fur for Deftones.
Did you actually, in sort of like slight news, did you see that they re-released Pantera's Reinventing the Steel album with the Terry Date mix?
I did see that. I did indeed. Yeah. In fact, I think Jam in the chat was talking about it.
Yeah.
I have yet to listen to it yet, but I'm keen.
Okay.
I'm very keen.
So Genesis, you said.
Yes, it's called Genesis. Just to quickly wrap this up. So the 10-track record OMS, which is their new studio album, is coming out on September 25th, like I said. And Chino opened up on the reflective lyrics of the is this the title track or this was this one? OMS. Oh come on, where's he talking about Genesis? Well, I'll leave you to cement your feelings on this tune anyway.
I shall. All right. This is Genesis by Deftones. Ooh, bit of
as you can see,
styrophones.
Yeah. Someone said, someone in the Deftones in the chat for this song on their official music video was saying, let's get rid of the mosquitoes. It's too many mosquitoes. It does a buzzing noise, but it just dates back to Diamond Dies and Saturday Night Wrist sound, Koi no Yokan, obviously. There's elements of gore in this, I think, as well.
Yeah, okay.
But it will kick in a minute.
I'd be livid if this is for the whole song.
It's an ambient piece. Well, they've done it in the past, but I like their ambient output. That is my favourite Deftones for me.
Okay.
Around the Fur is great, and when it was when when they released White Pony and they added all the electronic elements. Frank Delgado, who is the most underrated member of any band ever, I think he brings such a soundscape to their output. So, what are you making of this so far?
It's good.
He's got that sort of gore scream still with him, as opposed to his more sort of raw, self-titled screams.
Okay, I'll just try and digest it. I like the sort of like rocking my head back and forth. That's cool.
I really like this chorus though.
I like it's a bit freestyle as well.
Harmonies in the chorus are just top notch. You were mentioning Alice in Chains earlier. I feel like it definitely has elements of that in play. And of course, they collaborated with Jerry Cantrell on their last album for the song "Phantom Bride" from Gore, which is Amazing tune. In fact, last night at the Dev, I got the barman to play this song.
Oh, yeah?
He wasn't taking a request or anything, but he was just like, I guessed the song Bored from Adrenaline when he played it out loud. He's telling me, it's like, oh, have you heard their new song? Yes. It's no. Oh, it's really great, man. You should play that out loud. He goes, yeah, fair enough. We should play it. So it was nice of him. But yeah, I just like the fact that Steph has kind of more presence in the guitars on this record as well.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
With Door is more about. I think the soundscapey stuff kind of dominated the proceedings, whereas this one you've actually got the kind of riffs firmly set in stone.
Okay. This will probably help me get into Deftones more or less.
Right. Okay. What, this song? Do you mean?
Well, this album, I suppose.
The album. Nice. Have you seen that they're also making beer now, Deftones?
No, I've not.
What? Yeah, White Pony IPA. They're all IPAs, but they're from Belching Beaver. This company, this independent company.
They
in the
got
United States.
beaver in it. Did you say?
No, that's the name of the company. It's called the brewery. The brewery is called Belching Beaver. It's in the United States. So unfortunately, as much as I desperately want to try one, I'm probably going to have to import them, and it's probably going to cost a bit.
Okay.
But they have Phantom Bride Pale Ale. They have White Pony Pale Ale. And there was another one whose name escapes me.
Ooh, I like this part.
Is this the bridge part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's atmospheric. I think that's the thing I neglected to take into account with Deftones was the sort of atmospheric side of them.
Well, if you stop listening after Around the Fur, where this was before Frank became a full-time member, then you really won't have that much context about Deftones' sound now and how they've evolved.
Yeah.
Because obviously Around the Fur had if you only know stuff like My Own Summer Shove It or Be Quiet and Drive, Bored or Birthmark from their first album, tunes like that, you know they've definitely developed their sound over the years and honed it and matured it to where it is today, you know, as opposed to just being one of many post-hardcore / new metal bands lost in the ether, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas now they're very much lost in the ether in a positive way. With their electronic atmospheric experimentation, which I'm just a sucker for. I just love it whenever they go full-blown atmospheric, you know?
Yeah. Just trying to listen to this end bit now. I like that, yeah.
I just love Chino's voices. Chino is like, if I was at a dinner party and I could invite 4 famous people to attend my dinner party, living or dead, he would definitely be one of them. He's just such a cool cat, and we'll probably get into Download stories later, but one of the greatest moments of my life happened at Download 2016 when during their set, when he got up to the barrier and I helped him up onto the barrier. You can find the video on YouTube. And he was like singing the whole bridge section of Around Fur right like up to my face, pretty much here. Mind you, his crotch was kind of in my face as opposed to his actual face, because, you know, I was holding him up like this on the barrier. But it is on my YouTube channel. If we could probably link it in.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and link it. All right. So that was Deftones with Genesis, and you know, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Deftones for the long run, but I've heard Ohms and I've heard this, and I think I might have a newfound love for them. I think as well, in the last few years I have listened to a bit more, well, sort of shoegazy, that sort of stuff, and I never really was a fan of it before. So I think with my music taste change, Deftones would fit in well with that.
Teenage Wrist showed you, didn't you?
Yeah. So I think.
See, I've just always been a sucker for that sort of anything that's like kind of that takes me away to another place, particularly when I'm driving. Driving at night, there's nothing better than listening to a good bit of atmospheric metal or atmospheric rock or shoegaze or anything like that, you know.
Yeah. No, it's not. So yes, that is the.
Alan. I'm glad
What's that? Sorry.
you like that tune. Then
I do. Yeah.
good. Good. I'm glad.
I'm trying to
I,
compete with the sun
I,
shining in my face at the same time, though.
I can totally see. A lot of people in our Mosh Talks community that we had a Deftones tournament over there.
Hmm.
And there was a lot of kind of detractors or guys that just never really heard Deftones before. And I can totally see it being an acquired taste, especially with Chino's vocals being the way they are. But I
Yeah,
just
but I
love it.
think
I
the
just think
same could be in terms of vocals. I don't know. For me, I guess it's probably going to be a bit sanctimonious to say, but I feel the same sort of with Coed in Cambria, because
Oh, well, he's got a very high.
yeah, that's what I
pitched
mean.
voice.
Like it took me a while to get used to it.
It took me a while as well. I actually properly got into them, to be fair. Jesse's Girl. They released a single to the Rick Springfield song "Jesse's Girl" and called it "Jesse's Girl 2", featuring Rick Springfield. It's bizarre that a band that's a completely different band to the band that originally released the song
Yeah.
would release a sequel for it. But it's actually a massive tune and one of my favourite releases of this summer. So you have the chance to go and check that one out as well. But yeah, can't wait for the album. Pre-ordered it, OMS by Deftones. And I just think they're one of those bands that I cannot wait to see again when this is all over.
And I'm gonna definitely check them out as well. I know that's weird because they've been out for ages, but I'm
Good.
quite newfound.